Connor Rogers here from the NFL Combine alongside Joshua Perry and UConn wide receiver Skyler Bell. We got two New York guys on this desk right now. How are you feeling about
I'm feeling
that?
a little bit out of place, but, I like the New York guys, so I'm excited for this one.
This guy, ultimate playmaker. Man, watching your tape, it reminded me how the Ravens use Zay Flowers. Like, you're all over the field. The goal is to get the ball in your hands. How did that help your mindset knowing, like, I'm going to get 10 touches today. Let's roll.
Yeah, it puts you in that mindset of just to go out there and be a dog and kill. You know you're going to go out there and get your opportunity, so it's what you're going to do with them. I think they found great ways to give me the ball outside, inside, even put me in the backfield a little bit. So I think just finding different ways to give me the ball so I can showcase my skills.
You mentioned, you played outside, you played inside, been in the backfield a little bit. How are the NFL teams talking about what they think your role would be?
I think they see it a little bit of the same, outside, inside, just trying to find ways so that I can use my talent, my route running ability, my ability to separate, make contested catches, and my yards after catch.
Did it feel like it took longer for you to get noticed being at UConn that doesn't get the same hype as other programs? Because you were doing your thing for before this year, and it was like, this tape is for real. Then all of a sudden, I feel like during this process, your name really blew up.
Yeah, I knew that was going to come a little bit. Being at UConn, obviously, we're not a P5 program, so we don't get the same notoriety as all the Power 5 conferences. So I think just having to do that much more during the season and really having to show what I can do. And obviously getting some of the awards at the end of the season helped. But I believe that, I'm one of the best in the country and one of the best in this draft class.
What about the Syracuse game? Because that was also like a national highlight kind of moment. Did that kind of feel like that moved the needle for you too?
Yeah, especially it was the beginning of the season. I think it was week 2, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, we didn't come out with the win, but, that was a game that, I really wanted. And I think I played pretty well, and I'm glad the nation noticed.
I think over the years, one thing that stands out about your tape is you've built this elite level of consistency. How did you develop that in your game?
Just going to work in the offseason, getting my receiver coach, finding ways to just attack all my weaknesses, because if you don't attack your weaknesses, they're just going to keep getting weaker. So I think attacking my weaknesses and trying to make them strengths and then making my strengths even more strengths, I think was big for me in the offseason. Obviously, get on the jugs machine, extra routes with Joe, just trying to find ways to get better every day.
So we've had some fun yesterday asking the corners about their routines week by week. We were pretty impressed, not going to lie. What's it like for the wide receiver? Sunday all the way up to the game, how is your routine?
Yeah, so at UConn we had Monday off, so I'd come in on Tuesday and pretty much watch the overview of the defense we're going to play. So see what type of defense you are. Are you a man team, cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, whatever you're trying to do with the base downs. Wednesday we'll get more into third down and red zone. P and 10 was a little bit less, more Tuesday. Third down, third and short, third and medium, how are we going to attack them? What's the menu looking like for that? Then Thursday, I'm going to get into more of my matchup. So who am I going to see most? Am I going to see their number one? Are they going to try to double me a little bit, bracket, whatever the context is for that game? And Friday, I'm just going to brush over an overview with the explosive passes that they've had against, see how teams are getting explosive against them, and come together with my OC and Joe and try to make big plays on Saturday.
All right, so take me through your day-to-day leading up to the Combine. You end the college football season. You got to flip into training mode. How have things gone for you?
Great. We did a great job down at XPE. I'm down with Matt Gates and Tony. They're doing great with us, man, getting us explosive, getting us fast. Monday was our speed day. Tuesday was a lot of jumping, a little upper body. Wednesday was a little less, more so just a pump. Thursday we're back to speed, and then Friday it was lower body and jumping again. So I think that process has been great for us, man. Just getting explosive, getting fast, and then position work, just making sure you're staying crisp on your routes, crisp with the ball. So I think that's good for us.
Who are some of your favorite NFL receivers that you get to watch? It doesn't even have to be somebody that you're like, I want to play like them, but just someone that you really kind of respect their game.
Yeah, so I'll give you guys 4. I'll give you 3 now and then 1 all-timer. My favorite right now is Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, and Jackson Smith. I think those guys, they do a lot of good things. And I can see a little bit of my game in those guys, not being the biggest, but playing big.
Right.
Being able to run routes and yards after catch, make contested plays, and not being the biggest guy on the field. And then one of my all-time favorites is Steve Smith Sr., man. What he was able to do, man, is undeniable at his size, being able to play above the rim, make people miss, running over people. He did it all.
So part of this process is not just about you as a football player, it's about you as a person. So how are you trying to convey the best parts of you to the teams that you're sitting down with?
Just that you're going to get a worker, man, on and off the field. I don't get into too much stuff off the field. I try to stay in my house, play video games with my dog. I'll be chilling. And then you're just going to get a guy who loves football, man. If I could live at the facility, I would.
Yeah.
I'm a football junkie. I love watching the game. And then if I'm probably not watching football, I'm probably watching hockey. That's my thing.
Well, hockey?
Yeah, hockey was my main sport growing up.
All right, so who's your team?
Capitals.
Okay.
I'm an Ovechkin fan.
And do we get to see the Olympics?
Yes, sir. I was up at 8 a.m.
Oh, my God. That was a hell of a Sunday. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Last thing from me, we're seeing so many guys jump around in the portal all the time and, just kind of jump to the next thing. People knew who you were after 2 years ago from UConn, but you wrote it out. How do you think that helped you, having the consistency at one program where you were the guy?
I think it not only does it build the loyalty to that school or wherever you are, but I think you could see it in yourself, like you finished what you started. My dad always taught me that, and I think that's a big reason why I didn't leave UConn after my first year and go to a big-time school for X amount of dollars or whatever it was. I wanted to finish what I started, make a name for myself. I didn't just want to go to a big school and kind of be washed away in the names of receivers. I wanted to create a legacy and be one of the best in the country, and I think I was able to do that.
Must have been hard turning down some of that NIL, though.
Man, what are you telling me, man? Yeah, it was tough, man. I remember being in the room with my brother, man, and he was like, "Man, you're not gonna sign that?" I'm like, "Just chill, man. We got the plan." So, it was good.
You know what? I think it all worked out.
It's a big picture, man.
You're
big picture.
With the big picture,
Yeah.
there's great things ahead for you in the NFL, and we really appreciate getting to talk to you today.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.